I mixed up 120 milliliters, 50 in each, and then 20 for my white. Gonna let it settle for a second, and it was at 31 degrees Celsius. When I began doing resin, everybody I watched was in the UK and did everything in Celsius, and I've just kind of adapted to that. Just running this around the edges to release my bubbles. A lot of people use a torch. I have never used a torch, primarily because I'm typically an accident looking for a place to happen, and I didn't want to burn my resin or melt my mold. I do see the benefits in it, and maybe I'll get there. I just don't want to mess up anything. Just trying to get it to release these bubbles. I hope everybody is having an amazing weekend. I am doing this to relax for just a little bit before my granddaughter comes over to spend the night with me. Now, the grandkids love to do resin, but I'm not sure that's what she will want to do. I'm using the Let's Resin Magenta and the Let's Resin Lemon Yellow. This is also Let's Resin Epoxy. That yellow is really light. I'm going to give it 2 more drops. I haven't used these molds in a long time. Just thought I'd do something a little different. I never really have a set petal style in mind. I just do what feels right. And I've seen so many amazing different ways to do the petals, and I've been playing around with them a little, but today I thought I'd just go back to this now. Let's fill it in. When I first started doing blooms, I rushed everything, and my resin sat for quite a while this morning before I poured it. I've got my white all ready. I try to have everything ready beforehand so I don't lose precious bloom time, so to speak. All right. Let's see what we can create today. I've recently joined the Friendship Express, and I feel like I was given the key to the inner sanctum, the master creators. This is about what I cut off. And then I always do a test line just to make sure, once the air's out of it, that it's gonna flow. Not too thick, not too light. When I first started doing blooms, everybody was doing the lines and the swirl, and I was the queen of one swirl over the line and would ruin it every time. And so I didn't do lines until I mastered how to get my petals correct. And then I worried more about the lines. I really don't care so much for the lines. It's just not really my style. All right. And also, I didn't do the lines because every time you lift your piping bag and start again, you risk it soaking through, or your blobs as they call them. The white I am using is just an Amazon resin pigment paste. I've had really good luck with it. I also like the Julie Bloom paste. You don't have to have the expensive stuff all the time to get the desired effect. Took me quite a while to realize that. Like that blob that I just laid right there, I need to get it worked out so it doesn't show as a big white dot, and that one. Oh, and I forgot to pull that white one right after I said that. I do have my molds on a heat mat. I have found for me, the heat mat or even the Resiner's curing machine, if I let it sit for about 30 minutes before I turn those on or apply the heat, I have a lot less struggle with bubbles as it's heating up. But like everything new, there is a learning curve. And I love to learn, so it's a win-win. No real plan on this one, as you can see. And then we'll work that through. Let me go back and get those thick points and pull those through. And then also, if you see there's a spot that you think you missed or you can add, most definitely. No two blooms in nature are the same, and it doesn't make any one less attractive than the other one. So we're just kind of seeing what we get today. I'm really hoping that you all are having great weather and enjoying this spring. I most definitely am. Can see, I hope you can see over here the white is starting to spread in the center. I think I'm just going to add a dot in the center of each of these. That white's getting low. I need to retighten my bag. Oh, that one was a little bigger than I intended. All right. For the sake of time, I'm going to do one on camera, one off camera.
Do you feel like you wouldn't still take family vacations like that?
No, it would change and it would be scary if it changed for me.
He lives a totally different life. He lives in Iceland like 3 times a week.
I'm using a moss green mica.
Will you be asking for half of the agency?
Well, it's mine.
And then the Let's Resin green interference powder for my center push.
I think money changes things.
Money does change things, 100%.
Especially men. Men and money are.
But it doesn't change it half as
They become a
mine.
beast together. This is true too.
I mean, it doesn't change it half as mine. And I don't have, I mean, obviously there's no.
Half the debt and half the.
They didn't have anything. We were in a 2-bedroom
Some
apartment
didn't get half.
with
You will.
3 kids.
But well, I got half the assets. Right.
Personal question. Have the monthly payments gone down?
Well, I don't get child support anymore.
Yeah, but I get my spousal support.
You do.
Your monthly alimony is
Thanks.
$300,000. Don't thank me. You're the one that revealed it.
That didn't include my child support.
It did not.
No, child support is you don't pay taxes on it.
Can I marry and divorce him?
I cannot.
Wait.
Look, yes, I've already said. All right. Find a property.
Oh my God, not a finder's fee. Okay, I want to move on to something else. Alexia's wedding looks so beautiful.
Thank you.
I have no idea what this is going to do,
Kathy, how did Kyle do as
but
a mother and
it
bride?
can't hurt to try.
Because I knew that you kind of felt on your own.
Because
Because of my.
Even though you're close or whatever, I know
it
how
was
you are.
sad in that aspect because that's not what I envisioned, you know, for when our children
I know.
got married and everything. But I see so much of us and Alexi and Jake. You know, we're asked all the time how this happened, and you know, I really do believe that you know, money, and fame, and traveling. Sorry, but was really trying not to be emotional. So I sound my voice sounds very weird. I don't think that we were living in what I used to say, listen, you know, make money. It's totally fine. I don't need you to have the money. But I don't want to live in LA not having money because that's not fun. So we would like move to Vail and be like a ski instructor and I could deal with the kids. And I do believe that if that had happened, we'd still be together.
Wow. You think life's gotten away?
Yeah. And I do believe, and I was really weird about saying this before, but like, I do think that social media is the worst thing for a relationship and people in public eye. Everyone has access to you.
I was gonna
It's
say
like giving
that.
people your number all the
scares me. People have a lot of opinions about Keely. They talk about red flags. They talk about me wanting to have a baby for him to keep him. They talk about the fact that, he's not going to make money. He's going to use me for money. They tell me
But
I need to
beyond
find
the
out
opinions,
all of that.
folks, people could DM him. I mean,
Oh,
people
yes,
could
yes,
DM
exactly.
him.
But what
But
would you have done
the
differently?
next
But what
relationship,
would you
I
have
will
done?
tell you,
Yeah.
when someone says to me, I need someone, and they say, oh, I don't have social media, I'm like, green flag, that is not.
Well, Mo has been out and about all over town, but you're much more difficult to pin down. For a few years now, you've been pretty tight-lipped about your dating life. Now that you've talked about it, did you feel a weight had been lifted?
A little bit, yes, a little bit.
I have to assume that was unbelievably difficult to fall for someone who said, I don't want to be a part of this
Well,
show.
listen, there's been, a lot of people on this
A lot of
show
people, she's
have
what
had
she's saying,
relationships
have had relationships that
and
you
did
never
not,
know about.
that you don't even
Yes.
know, and so anyway.
But everyone was very curious.
I know,
about
but
yours.
my thing is, it seems like it maybe would have gotten to a point where the person didn't want you to do the show.
Well, I mean, here, I'm sitting here.
Is your staying on the show what led to your relationship breaking up?
No, it wasn't, there wasn't an ultimatum or anything like that, and I didn't say I'm choosing a television show over this person, it wasn't like that.
Dorit, you said
Good morning. It's a moment of truth. And for you all, it's just been a few seconds. For me, it's been a nerve-wracking day or two waiting. Okay. The ladies in the Friendship Express they run this like a well-oiled machine, and they are amazing. I hope I do them proud. I do like the way the moss green and Let's Resin interference powder came out on the back. Before I flip it, let's unmold them both. I am so nervous. And if you all have made it to the end of the video, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And please drop a heart so I know you made it through. Okay. I knew I was going to have a blob on this one because that was the dot that I said that was bigger than I intended. And I'm not so happy with this one, but I am so happy I actually completed a video that I am ecstatic. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to the ladies of the Friendship Express, especially Resonating by Amy M. She has been a godsend to me and has been so supportive and helping me every step of the way. This video is for her. So thank you, and I hope that you enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.